Everything I'm building, I've never built before. I mean, I built houses. I grew up in the construction business. All the stuff I'm building for the farm here, never built before. Farm stand's done. Now on to chicken tractor. I went to Tractor Supply, picked up 2 cattle panels. I've got some old lumber, some old pressure treated lumber. I'm gonna get that all cut down and ready to go, and get it laid out. See what I can get built. We'll see what happens. Honestly, 2 4x4s cut down is not gonna be enough. I knew that, but I figured I'd go get this cut down. Now I gotta go get some more. I know where some more are on the property. Kind of stashed off into a little stack my dad has on the side. So I guess we gotta go get those. Well, there's 4 more. Those are pretty much rotten and gone. So those 4 will become 8. It's a start. It's definitely a start. Everything I'm building, I've never built before. I mean, I built houses. I grew up in the construction business, but all the stuff I'm building for the farm here, for the land, never built before. I see a picture. I'm okay, I can build that. That's, in a sense, what I'm doing. And I just want people to know that you don't necessarily have to know how to do things. You just do things. It's that simple. So, yes, I'm building a chicken tractor right now. I saw a picture. I saw that they had these cattle panels. I know they got a bunch of 2x4s screwed together. So I got some 2x4s. Of course, I cut mine down, whatever, fine. So I got 2x4s. In a sense, anybody can build anything. You just gotta look at a picture, make mistakes, and figure it out. That's literally how this all works. People overthink stuff. You think you have to have a professional degree or you have to go to school and all this other stuff. You don't have to have any of that. You just gotta have a little bit of common sense and be willing to make mistakes. That's me, all in a nutshell. That will work. Got her standing. You get some zip ties or some metal brackets. Probably gonna do zip ties because it'll be easier. But figured I'd do this. Figured I'd build like a L bracket with the wood. So then I can lean this against it. Then which means I can get these 1x I cut down. I can put them on this side. And essentially I can screw these in, which will tighten this up. So pull this whole thing together, tighten it up, and it'll hold it in place where it needs to be. It's that simple, it's not that bad. Overall, just 2 panels. It's big enough for what we need. We're not gonna have a ton of chickens and a ton of birds, but it works. Gives me a little over 6 foot height. And so I'm gonna like maybe 6'6" right here. So that I could actually walk in no problem. Shannon will be able to walk in no problem. Get this thing sealed and closed up, that's half the battle. So we'll figure it out and go from there. I gotta put the chicken wire on top of it, which I'm wondering if I should put the chicken wire on now and put it in between the wood, which I think is probably the best thing to do. Just adds another step to it before I can get things sealed up. Probably to make it, give it a better look for it, I'll do it that way. Okay, all done, at least this part. All the way around, on both sides, should I say, not all the way around. Now I gotta figure out the door and the nesting boxes because I got it wide open. But before I do all that, I guess I think I need to zip tie all of this back because we got gaps. I'm gonna pull this over, zip tie it, get that closed in. So yeah, let's get to zip tying. The entire center zip tied, so that's good, looks good, all pulled in. No major big gaps all the way around. It's literally covered all the way around. But I was going to go ahead and start zip tying the back part so I can close in stuff like this so I can not go a hole in it. But before I do that, I think I need to build the door. So I need to get the door on one side, and I need to get the nesting boxes and the wall built on the other side. So I'm gonna build the wall and nesting boxes right now, and then get the door up next. And then once that's in, I can get this all secure, and I can zip tie them together better to pull it all in, and that'll close up this end, and then the other side I'll have to work on that one. I guess day 2 of the build. Got to get the door put in, the back wall finished up, and make sure everything is closed up with the chicken wire. But once that's done, then I just drag it over to where it goes, and I'm going to introduce these ladies to their new home. Oh, I need to put a tarp over the top too. But yeah, so first things first, I need to finish closing off this wall, which means I got to get the lid figured out for the boxes, which means closing up probably a board across here so I can build the lid so it opens up so I can collect the eggs. But then I've got all this upper space that needs to be closed off. It's gonna be wire. It's gonna put wire up most likely, but I gotta finish clipping up the ends all the way down. To do that, that's to be determined. I gotta figure that one out. But it's not gonna be too bad. I guess I'll finish up this back wall first, then I'll hit the door and get that going. Again, figure it out as I go. Look at the picture and say, hey, I can build that. Got this old screen door that my dad built not too long ago. It's looking good, it's here. I just gotta shrink it down and make it smaller to fit inside the opening. That's all I gotta do.
Almost done. The sun is going down, so Devin is actually trying to beat the sun from going down, and just working on the door right now on the coop, and it will be completely finished. So I'm pretty excited. We're gonna have the ladies and gents in there tonight, and they'll have a new home.
All right, was up late last night trying to get this thing done. Got into the dark. Finally got it in place. All my chickens are inside of it, even the 2 big ones. But no, it turned out pretty well. You know, it's just here, I'll show you. Here is the tour. I still need to do some finish touches, like put a handle on it, change the locks out a little bit. But overall, we got the wire, the different type of the hardware cloth in front. We did the cattle panels covered with chicken wire. Got a tarp over this side, just gives them a little bit of shade and things at night. Come around to the back. I do need to put the metal roof over top of this, but overall we can open it up and we can collect all the chickens we want, all the eggs we want. Goes down. Not bad. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad for 2 days worth of work. But got a little platform for them to get on. Built a little ladder. They're good to go. All finished. Overall, good build. It was fun to do. Kind of cool to set it all up. And the birds are happy. They got more space. They got everything they need. Shannon is extremely happy. And I know she's going to spend the next few hours checking all these things. As predicted, Shannon decides that she needs to go outside and check on the birds. It's raining right now, obviously, and I'm carrying some food for her as well, because I have learned that as married in this relationship, I am actually the one who does the building, and she's the one that dictates what needs to be built, which is, honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. So she wants to go down and check on the birds, see how they're going, and make sure they're staying out of the rain. As you can see, we actually ended up pulling the tarp completely over the top of the entire little tractor coop thing, and we made it where it would be shaded, which works well because they're shaded from the sun, and then obviously that keeps their whole pen area mostly dry during the rainy times, which actually will also help coming in this winter when we have to close it in a little bit more to keep them all nice and warm. But again, good build, pretty simple, pretty easy. And it definitely makes for a good place for the birds to live. Shannon obviously is extremely happy with the whole
thing. None of this happens alone. To those supporting the journey, thank you. Your belief in this dream helps keep it moving forward. And if you feel called to be part of it, to build alongside, support, or partner, the door's open. This homestead's just getting started,